Alrighty. And we are live, it looks like. How is everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the Creative Collector. As you can see, I've got a little screen background here because I'm in a different room today, having some work done on the collection room, which is coming along pretty nicely. And so we're having to do this in here today. Been off for a couple of weeks. Missed you guys. So thank you for tuning in. We got a few people on here right now. We'll give it another minute or two. Let everybody join. Not quite 7 o'clock yet. All right, Felipe. Hello, sir. How are you? See, Hector is here. How are you? How is everybody doing this evening? Thank you for joining in. Hello, Philip. Square One, how are you doing? Thank you, sir, for tuning in. All right, give it just a few more seconds or so. So I wanted to kind of discuss about all the new stuff that's coming out here. Today, June 1st, was a big drop for Elegoo. And I'm sure most of you guys had probably seen that Uncle Jesse did a live feed this morning, a live stream with a bunch of new products. He did some giveaways and everything. And so kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. So kind of worked out, ironically and everything. So yeah. Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. Nicholas, Dave, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? Let's get everybody in here. So Square One Miniatures and I are going to be doing a little bit of a collaboration here. Isn't that right? Looking forward to that one. So yeah, been out for a couple of weeks. Needed to take a little bit of a break in case you guys haven't seen. I haven't posted much content except for a few shorts. Just because I wanted to take a little bit of a break. I'm doing a lot of construction and everything like that to this collection room. I'm trying to get it ready for you guys to see everything and get everything sorted out. So it is moving along, but it's moving along slowly. Still got a lot of work I got to do. And I'm looking forward to be able to produce more content and stuff in there. Plus, if you haven't seen any of the shorts, go take a look at them because I've been working on Galactus finally. I am filthy from head to toe right now because I've been doing a lot of sanding and stuff on him today. So I'm nearing the end of the preparation and everything so I can get some paint on this guy. And I don't think the paint job is really going to take all that long. So I'm real excited for you guys to see the final product here and everything. And I'm going to make a full-length video of it so you guys can check that out. A lot of people that have been asking me, is it full resin? No, it's not. It's actually FDM and resin. So if any of you guys know that when you have to prep FDM, it takes quite a while. So a lot of different shifting and layer lines and stuff like that, and a lot of filling and stuff that I have to do on this. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty good when we get done with it. It's almost 5 feet tall. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Benny, how you doing? Philip, how are you? I think I've already said hello, Philip. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. We talked about, I just mentioned Elegoo had a big drop this morning. June 1st, they released a ton of different printers. And Anycubic pushed out their M5, I believe it was last week. They had a pre-order to go up for like $399. I think that early bird is pretty much gone right now. And I think now that you can buy a $10 or a $60 coupon for $10, so basically you're essentially getting $50 off the regular price, which I think is like $439, something like that. But I've seen that printer print. It is fast. It is accurate. It looks really nice if it works. Everybody knows that I've had issues with Anycubic in the past, especially with my M3 Max. So we're going to see. I do have the Mono 2 in my possession that I'm going to be doing a review on it. It is this smaller printer with the blue with the blue top and everything. It's a really nice desktop printer. I do believe it is DLP. So you should be able to get some pretty good prints out of that one. But I'm going to be reviewing that one here before too long as well. We had some issues with it not working correctly, but tech support and stuff helped me out. They actually helped me out. I can't believe it. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to try, this is the first time I've done this on my live stream. I'm actually going to try and share my page here so you can guys, so we can kind of talk about some of the new stuff here that came out today. And what I want to do is I'm going to basically focus on the three major companies, which is Elegoo, Anycubic, and Creality. Because Creality had the Mage Pro that come out that was really comparable with the Saturn 3 Ultra and the M5. So really good stuff right now going on. So technology is definitely taking a turn for the better for us. We're getting 12K now. We've got 8K, 6K is kind of like almost a thing of the past, even though like 8K just came out. So the cool thing about it is right now, a lot of these companies are discounting their older models. You can find on Amazon, you can find on their normal page, you can get free shipping, huge, deep discounts. And these are not bad printers at all. It's just like almost like someone told me today, it's like a cell phone. So the cell phone, basically they're reinventing it every 6 months and stuff because of the technology. Well, we're finding out that's the same thing with the printer situation right now. And I'm speaking of resin and FDM. FDM is making some really cool stuff, multicolored stuff. We already got that with the bamboo. I actually have in my possession a printer that you probably have not heard of yet, but it is a multicolor, and my light just went out. So yeah, we're going to do this in the dark, guys, a little bit. Oh, there it goes. But anyway, let's see if it stays on. So anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Okay, it doesn't want to stay on. Damn it. Okay, we can do this. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen here with you guys, and let's see if this works here. So first, we're going to go through Elegoo here. Can everybody see that? Let me see here. Let's see if we can share this here. All right, so here we go. All right, can everybody see that? You see me on the side over here? Hi, everybody. All right, so we're going to kind of go through this a little bit about what they released, and super excited. So let's start with the Saturn here. So if you can see here, we have the Saturn Ultra down here, and this thing's a 12K at $499, which is a good price on it. It's not bad at all. But if you see the Saturn 3, which is $399 now, it's also 12K. The build plate difference, the build volume is not that much difference. And as you can see, their other models here are deep discounted. I mean, these are really good prices on here. The Saturn 4K is on sale for under $300, which is amazing here. So I wanted to kind of show you guys those. So let's kind of look at the Neptune printers. If you're into FDM, if this is your thing. Again, we got some really good choices here, guys. Really good for the beginner. If you're doing production work, if you're needing like FDM to do your bases and save money on resin and everything, this is also a really good viable option for you. There are some that are sold out. I think the Max is usually the ones that the Max here is usually the one that sells out pretty good. If you sign up for their email, they will send you a reminder when it does come into stock again. So by all means, sign up for their email, check it out if that's what your thing is, and get in on that. Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this. I'm curious with this. Let me get it here. I am very curious about this Ultra here. So this is the one I want to talk about here. Uncle Jesse did a little bit on it here this morning and did a little bit of a video. The build volume here is basically the same, pretty close to the Saturn 3. I think the only difference is the Z-axis. So you're looking at 260, I think, versus like 230. So is 30 millimeters really going to break you or make you on a print? That is something that you just have to kind of decipher for yourself. So yeah, so that is very interesting right there. That is one that I definitely want to review. Of course, Clayton has the thing on that. So if you pre-order it here in the U.S., of course, you're going to get it in July. There's really basically July is the first get-go of all your ship times, which is not too far. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully any bugs that they have going on with some of these pre-units here that they sent out to some of the influencers, they can go ahead and get that out of the way before they ship anything out. So I'm super excited about this one. Who knows? I may get one to review. If I do, I'll definitely post it on the channel. Go over Elgu. I'm not going to get into the full technical details of everything like that, but I just kind of wanted to touch on it. So the one thing that, to my understanding, is they're developing 12K resin as well. But here's my thing on that. I am not sold that 12K resin is that much different than 6K, 8K resin as far as details and stuff, because I've used both. I put together side-by-side prints, and I just really have not seen any significant difference or anything like that. There's just there's nothing to really stand out and go, wow, they're just so crisp and clean. I know Uncle Jesse posted the one today with the cable from Wicked. I will say this, I would have never posted that print because a lot of it failed. If you look at it, there's a lot of stuff on there. But what I will say is that Wicked, it's all about the model. I mean, the detail, if you guys know, if you're a Wicked Patreon member, but the details and stuff that goes into those is just absolutely amazing. I don't think that has a daggum thing to do with the type of resin that you're using. I could be wrong, but I haven't tried the 12K yet. But I could tell you that I've got 8K and I've got 10K resin. There's not much difference than any of the older stuff. So, you know, there it is. Let's see. Dan says, I'd like to see what happens with this 12K that are 19 by 24, so rectangular pixels. That's true. So I'm looking at resolution, and I'm thinking some of the resolution may really help with the resin or with the prints itself, make it more crisp and more well-defined. But again, that has to do with the printer. That has nothing to do with the resin, I don't think. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm going to definitely do some testing on some models. I just had Gabriel just sent me the Grimbat today that they released over on 3D Berserk, and I love that model. So I'm going to print that one. I'm going to print it big. So I am actually going to be finishing up a video for the Mega 8K, the Frozen Mega 8K, which is humongous printer, you guys. I mean, it's unbelievable. So I'm looking forward to finishing that one up. So Dan also says you're going to wait until they cut the price of the old models and start selling the new models used in the official site. So that's what I was talking about. So you guys right now, if you're getting into 3D printing and if you're new to the channel, again, I always tell everybody when you're first getting into it or you're buying another printer or anything like that, do your research. Make sure that you are reading up all your info and everything, and do yourself a favor and don't go out and buy the most expensive printer, especially getting into it. And I say that because they're always getting cheaper. Get you a good introductory printer, something that you want to make sure that you're going to stick with it before you run out and spend a ton of money. Because if I know a lot of people who start this hobby and they wind up getting flustered and quitting, and they're out a lot of money. So do yourself a favor. You can always use more than one printer, right, guys? So go out, see what they got on sale and everything, and definitely look into some of the stuff that's going to be clearancing out here before too long. So next thing I want to do is I want to pull up, and I talked a little bit about the Anycubic M5. So let's look a little bit about that one here. All right. So here we go, sharing my screen again. I hope this is working. Hope you guys are seeing it okay. So here is the Mono M5. So they got it listed here at $499. And if you were fortunate to get in on the early bird special, then you got it for what, $389, $399, something like $399, which is $100 off, which is amazing. So they got a thing now that you can get a coupon, only $449 after using a $50 discount automatically applied in the shopping cart. So June 8th is the last day to get this one. Now, this one is not shipping, I want to say, until September. Correct me if, here we go, right here, August. So actually, I think they bumped it up a little bit. So here's your ship dates on these guys. So wherever you are, take a look if you're planning on getting this printer here. As far as build volume, I think it's pretty comparable with the Saturn. Resolution's definitely, the pixel size is about the same. So these guys are kind of duking it out here with the features. So I'm really excited about this one. Looking forward to seeing what this one will bring. Now, this one claims to be 3 times faster because it's print speed of 105 millimeters per hour. I think the Saturn Ultra claims it 150. I'm not into speed, so I really don't care how fast they are. I just want to make sure the thing prints and doesn't fail. So, yeah, so I mean, it is a buyer's market right now. So you guys go over there, check out some of these printers here, some of the features and everything. I'm trying to find out where the build plate, the build dimension is. It's right in here somewhere. No. Let's see. Oh, printing dimensions. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's a little less than the Ultra. So we're just going to have to kind of see how that one works out pretty good. I probably have one of these coming in. I'm waiting on word back from my Anycubic rep. So yeah, so let's see how that works out. Rebecca ordered one at $339. That's right. Clay, you got yours. So yeah, cool deal. All right, so let's stop sharing there. All right. The other one, which I don't know too much about, is the Hallett Mage Pro. I heard that one has been having a few bugs here and there. I've seen some people print with it that turned out pretty good, some pretty good prints. But it is, let's see here. Let's share the screen on this one here. And let's see. All right. Here we go with the Mage Pro. So yeah, this one looks pretty cool too. Looks pretty promising. It claims to be 3 to 5 times faster than the competition. What is this, 170 millimeters per hour? That's pretty fast, but again, I think this selling feature right here is really tugging at some people's heartstrings in a way, because they're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get a top quality print. You know, it's super fast and everything, and it's not going to fail or whatever. Yeah, that's debatable. Depends on what you're printing, your orientation, your supports, everything like that. But sometimes speed isn't always all that great. So again, when you guys are going and doing your research on these things, look up some reviews on some actual reviews. And I'm not talking about some of these guys going and printing one little bitty miniature on this humongous build plate. Check out some people who are doing some actual printing, some statue printing or whatever like that. So the build volume on here is about 30 millimeters on the Z-axis, a little bit shorter than the Saturn Ultra. So, so yeah, I mean, all this stuff right here means absolutely nothing to me until I actually can see it for my own self out and everything. And I think this right here is kind of deceptive in a way, because all they did right here was just blur this a little bit. That's why I wanted to kind of show you that to you guys. So if anybody out there has run the Hallett Mage Pro, by all means, let me know how you like it, if you don't like it, or whatever. So, but yeah, those are the major ones that are coming out. I thought I saw someone say, "Oh, I'm going to be pissed off if the GK2 goes on sale," or something like that. Who said that? Dave. I don't think the GK2 is going to go on sale. I will tell you that that printer right there is an amazing printer. I mean, I think they've really done their research on that printer with the heated vat and everything like that. I mean, they don't boast about speed or anything. So I got the printer and I love it. It's really good printer, easy to use, easy to set up. Really good, crisp quality prints I'm getting from it. So I'm looking forward to keep printing with that one. I will be doing a video on the whole family that they have. I have their wash and cure station, and I'm liking those too. So I've got a lot of reviews I have to do, guys. So I got some pretty cool stuff that you have not seen yet coming up very, very soon. With some good companies and everything that I've collaborated with. So definitely make sure that you tune into the channel on a regular basis, hit your notification bells. That way you don't miss out on any future videos. So yeah, that's the only drawback, Clay, to the GK2 is the price. It is a little steep. I personally think it's worth it, but that's just me. So definitely, if you got a chance to check out the GK2, look at what I think Fohammer, I'm pronouncing that correctly. He did a video on it too. He did a really nice video on it that shows you that tells you a lot about the features and the print quality and everything like that too. So definitely go check that one out if you have not already. Let's see, Lenant has sent me a new base 8K printer. This is an upgraded version here. The regular base, I mean, is amazing. I mean, it's an 8K printer. Granted, they're a little bit behind because of the 12K, the 10K, and all this other stuff that's coming out now. But again, Lenant is a small company like Uniformation, so their prices are going to be a little bit higher. But I think they've done their work on the R&D side of things. So I'm looking forward to printing some more with that one. It's still boxed up. A lot of stuff that I have gotten in is still in boxes right now because I'm still waiting for my room to be finished, and I'm getting closer to that. So absolutely, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to getting this room done, guys. I mean, it's been a long road. It's been years in the making, so I'm really looking forward. Also, for you guys who like to print big, and you're having issues with curing your prints because you don't have a big enough tub or whatever, big enough, curing station or whatever like that. I can tell you that there is a company, I can't mention their name right now, that are sending me a giant cure station. Apparently it's so big I have to assemble it. So I am probably going to do that live here on the channel, on a live stream for you guys. You guys know I like to print big prints and everything. So I think this is a really, if this thing, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen videos of it and everything, but if this thing works like it's supposed to, then this is definitely going to be a game changer for us curing larger prints. So I know that I'm tired of flipping and flopping a print over, just for one light because it won't fit into the cure station. So this thing is supposed to be pretty big, and I'm looking forward to it. As I said earlier, I'm going to be doing some collaborations with a few other smaller companies and stuff, and getting new printers that are coming out reviewed for you guys. I'm going to be doing a couple of FDM printers, and I'm going to be doing a couple of resin printers upcoming. So right now, like I said earlier, it is a buyer's market. So one thing that I can say right now is, if you got room on your credit card, or if the wife will let you buy another printer or whatever you're doing, save your money, because you can get some real killer deals. Or I think in the next couple of months, once these things start getting sent out and people start gobbling them up, and you're going to be getting some really deep discounts on some older printers and stuff. Hey, I don't mind older printers as long as they print good. If I get them at a pretty good price or whatever like that, I'm good with that. But I definitely want to check out some of these newer printers here. So we're definitely headed in the right direction as far as 3D printing is concerned. I know it's a big difference. You guys remember the old Creality CR10s? I'm still using one, so I need probably a better, more up-to-date FDM printer. I think you can always use one of those, especially when it comes to printing your bases, like I did with the with Galactus. It did a good job, but from a print quality standpoint, I'm looking for better in an FDM printer. So I would definitely love to be able to see, a little bit better technology and stuff in the FDM printers as well. So I know some of you guys do print FDM. So let me know, what you guys are printing right now? Do you use both? Are you strictly resin? Do you do FDM for your bases, or do you strictly FDM? Kind of let me know in the comments right here. Clay says he wants the FDM for just bases. So yeah, absolutely. It saves you money. Takes a little bit longer sometimes to print, but yeah, a little bit more sturdier. And that's why I did this big, monstrous base for Galactus. I didn't want to do it in resin because of the weight. So definitely check that out. So another thing too is to look at, one second. Look at the different filaments that are coming out as well, because there's a lot of really cool stuff. There's like all kinds of crap right now. Glow in the dark. There's a heat color changing with heat. I saw that today. I was like, what? So there's a lot of stuff out now, guys. Right now is a great time to get into this hobby because, if you're a mini gamer or whatever like that, I can only imagine what like Games Workshop and stuff is doing right now. They're probably pissing their pants because they're going to be having their market share is getting smaller. They don't know it yet, but a lot of these gamers and stuff are getting the smaller printers, the DLP printers and stuff, and printing some amazing quality miniatures, and and it's just, Games Workshop is just kind of like priced themselves out. So for what you can get for a couple of boxes of miniatures, man, you can go out and just buy a printer and print the hell out of stuff. So definitely look into that if you're a gamer. Model Car 859, hey, how are you doing, sir? Oh yeah, Deja, you're right, man. So I had read an article, I guess it was last year, where they actually tried to sue a couple of these companies. Games Workshop did, over 3D printing, over the 3D printers, saying it was imposing on their products or whatever like that. That people were actually making STLs for these and files, and that was actually, they were printing stuff that was infringing on their products and everything. So whatever. So Games Workshop, as far as I'm concerned, can just go down the toilet. Yeah. So let's see here. Well, let's see. Yeah, their IP. You got it right, man. It was on, like, I just couldn't get it out. Philip wants to know what big corporations come down on people like Wicked. Let's hope never, because um, yeah, we're not going to get onto that. I mean, it's one of those things that yeah, that's a totally different live stream for that one. So we'll save that for another time. Um, Rebecca says I'll print the miniatures, but I won't paint them. Why not? Try and paint some of them. I mean, there's some really good tutorials from some amazing mini painters online. Definitely go check some of those out. Try to print them. Try to paint them. Um, yes. So Darren hit the nail on the head. Printers are getting better and better and cheaper and cheaper. Because I can remember some of the ones that when they first come out. What was it? The Forge, I can't remember the name of it or whatever, that some of those things cost over $1,000 for a little bitty printer back in the day, and now you don't even see those guys around. So let me know what you're printing with now, and if you intend on taking advantage of either something you're looking for price to go down, some of the older models, or if you're getting ready to soak some money into some of the newer stuff that's coming out. Let me know what you're looking to get into. So, yeah, 3D Berserk received a letter last year. There's really nothing they can do. Keep in mind that Wicked is not in the U.S., so I mean, there's really not much they can do, and unfortunately for them, but fortunately for us, because we get really good models from Wicked. So keep going, guys. All right. So yeah, I mean, I would love to hear what you guys are going to be getting into. By the way, before I get away from you or whatever like that, in case you didn't see, that's the new logo. The new merch is in. Looks really good. Very comfortable shirt here. So if you guys are looking to show your creative collector pride, take a look at the store. That's in with some of the videos. Probably not. I don't think it's in the description for any of the live streams, but it should be in the normal videos. Speaking of videos, guys, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted any content. I'm really, really trying to get this Galactus finished. I got some really neat stuff coming up here pretty soon. If Fragged 3D is on here, I am working on a cell shading video. You guys have been asking for that one as well. And I'm really going to, I want to give you a hint, but I don't want to give it all away of what I'm going to be doing. All I can say is it's a bunch of heroes and a half shell. So we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, the shirt, man, I love it. I mean, it's let me scoot back a little bit so you can see it. It comes in multicolors. I picked out the white one so it'd show up better on the videos, but I'm definitely going to be ordering a couple other ones. So let's see here. Why is my cursor not moving? Hold on one second, guys. So let's see. I'm thinking about a DLP to save time and money with LCD. Yes. So, I mean, I think DLP, if I'm not mistaken, takes a little bit longer because you're actually using a laser that's mapping out the print. So I think they're touching on that technology side right there. But if I remember right, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Texas Instruments holds that patent. So of course they're kind of being like they're like hovering over people with trying to do this technology here. So that's something we're probably going to have to kind of wait for in the long run. Oh, Darren has a good question. Have I thought about selling vinyl iron-ons for T-shirts and other garments? So I looked into that, and actually the company that produces the shirts and stuff doesn't offer that. There's a lot of different products that they do offer. I'm waiting on stickers to come in because I plan on giving some away, and so that's as far as they do. They don't do any iron-ons or anything like that, but I am looking for somebody to do that. So yeah. Let's see. Printing on the Anycubic Mono 4K. It's a tiny build plate, but I still get pretty good size prints. Just have to slice it up. Takes forever, but it works for me. Hey, if that's what works for you, James, that's awesome, because I still use my Photon Mono X's. I got 2 of those, and I know those machines, man, they look like crap. I mean, they got caked with resin all over them. But waiting on screens. I'm going to get new screens for those relatively soon. But uh, they keep kicking. I've actually have replaced the screen in it. Like, this makes the 3rd time. That's how much I print on them. But again, they're super cheap right now, and I get some amazing prints out of them. Very crispy prints. For anime, look at Sakai models. They got some really cool stuff. Let's see. Clay says my original Mono X leaked onto the screen. That's what it did for me. So that's what happened with me. I had a pinhole, a pin size hole in the VAT and in the FEP, and it leaked on the screen. And unfortunately, those older printers don't come with a glass screen, so you can actually just scrape the dried resin right off. I tried using a plastic razor blade, and I just really gouged the screen, so I'm having to get a new one. But the other one I have 2 of them. The other one just totally went out. So again, the only thing that I'm not looking forward to is with these new printers and with this new technology is parts. So screens and everything else are expensive enough as it is. And hopefully these screens last for a while. Let's hopefully they do. But in the event that if somebody makes a mistake, which we do, we've all done it, and we have to get parts for these printers, that it pans out for us. I mean, they're going to be made available first and foremost, and they're not going to cost an arm and a leg. So hopefully we'll have that, that accessibility. And printers are expensive enough as it is. Parts are just as expensive. So let's hopefully they keep the prices down on that stuff, and we can get some readily made available stuff. I had the screen protector in a drawer too. Just forgot about putting it on. I've done the same thing, man. I've actually gotten one. The Uniformation GK2 come with a screen protector on it, and I thought it was actual plastic, and I actually took it off. So I'm hoping there's no resin that leaks on this thing. Here's a good question here. So Deja Brutal asks, if I could buy any FDM printer and cost isn't an issue, what would you get? I'm looking at the Anycubic Viper. I would say it would be the Viper. The Neptune Max looks really good from what I've seen. Again, I've talked about getting into some cosplay stuff. I want to do some helmets and weapons and everything like that to kind of mix in the content for the channel. I've seen some people do like full torso body armor, like for Boba Fett or the Mandalorian, and it looks really good. Of course, that would take forever for that stuff to print, but if you can knock it out in one piece, that would be awesome. So I'm looking at something like that. And though the Max is not going to break the bank, we just saw was $470. I'm not sure what the Viper is going for right now, but that is that's another option. Excuse me, that I've been looking into. I have seen a lot of Prusa stuff, but I've also seen the huge price tags on some of the Prusa stuff. Can anybody enlighten me? And because I'm not being sarcastic or anything, I don't know what the hype is about a Prusa printer. I mean, I've seen some of the quality, and yes, it looks really good. But why are they so expensive? I mean, is it because just the parts are unique? Is it just a really badass printer? I mean, somebody kind of enlighten me that has any knowledge on that. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, I've seen like for a little tiny printer that almost looks like a an Ender 3 Pro size build plate was like $1,000. So I don't understand it. Let's see. Clay, you can go there. 1-1 scale, man, you can do it. So my goal is I am waiting on the perfect Punisher print. And my wife, I'm sure, is going to probably do a hashtag backlog. But anyway, she knows that I want to do a 1-1 scale Punisher. And I think that Neptune Max would allow me to do that. Between that and Luban and Mesh Mixer, yes, I think that we can make that happen. Yeah. Um, After my phaser build, I'm making Blades Daywalker Sword. Very cool. That would be a really neat. The empty wallet nest. Armored Garage for sizing your armor. Okay. I'll look into that one. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal, is to do the full size Punisher, but there has to be a proper pose. I don't want like some huge, like really action pose with a tons of guns and stuff. I want just a simple museum pose that wouldn't be too outlandish and stuff. Because again, I have to display this thing and store it somewhere. But I want to make sure that it's a really really nice pose. I'd love to have a Jim Lee museum pose Punisher. So if somebody's out there listening, if there's an artist out there, yes, make it happen. Henry would greatly appreciate it, and I would do a video of it. So, but I got to finish Galactus first, and then I have a ton of other stuff that I have to finish up. So absolutely looking forward to this room, you guys. I think you're going to love it when it's up and running. I've soaked a lot of time and a lot of money into it, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. Where I'm at on it right now is I've got the siding. I was waiting for the siding to be installed on the back of my house. That is done. So I'm waiting on the rest of my mini split to be installed, which hopefully will happen within the week. So I can get heating and air, HVAC into there. And then after that is done, then I start to build my shelves for my printers. And the only thing after that is hopefully I got somebody kind of looking into finishing building my shed for me rather than me do it, because I just don't have the time. And it's freaking hot here. But hopefully we can get that shed built so I can move a lot of my junk and stuff out of that room into that shed. So I'm looking to that as well. But once that happens, once those two things get done, the HVAC is done, the shed is done, the rest is gravy from there. It's not going to take any time at all to get this thing up and going. And you guys will get to see a lot better content out of that room. So looking forward to it. All right. God, 43 minutes. I just blitzed through that. I should have talked slower, right? Oh man. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think of who else is putting out a new printer. I know I'm missing someone. I'm missing a company. Somebody help me out here. If you guys know who it is, I know I saw somebody putting out a newer printer. It escapes me. I don't remember who. But anyway, if you are a Uniformation GK2 fan, if you're a Uniformation fan, I think that they are coming out with a large format printer, I think in December-ish. I probably shouldn't say anything about it, but there's 26 people watching. There'll probably be a couple of hundred to see this video. So I'm very happy that that they are getting tons of orders based off all the reviews that myself and other reviewers have done for them and everything. So I'm really excited to see what they can do in the future. Keep in mind, once these smaller companies start selling and start getting on track and people start supporting their products, the technology's there, so they have access to it already. But they just got to make sure that don't, soak a ton of money into it when they're not selling printers. But if they're selling printers, that means better stuff for us, cheaper prices in the long run, because that's how all Elgoo and Anycubic and Creality started out. So yeah. Bruce, now we're talking, man. So Bruce, you just finished the Punisher, the John Bernthal. Who did the STL for you? I'm curious. Darren says Zotrax. Zotrax. I've never heard of Zotrax. This is a printer. I need to look this up and see what they've done. So yeah. Anybody know anything about Zotrax? Let me look here. Let me see real quick if we can do this. Oh yeah, this Grimbat from 3D Berserk. You guys need to go over and check it out. Oh, it's a beauty, and it's almost like a museum pose too. Oh, I can't wait to print that one. Would you guys like to see that done in 1/3 scale? I can hear my wife cringing in the other room. Like, God, where are we going to put all this shit? Anyway, I'll probably do it at least in 1/4 scale. I'll have to look at the file and see, because I would love to print this on 1/3 scale if we have enough room on the build plate for the Mega 8K. That would be a really good one to print on there. So let's see what happens on that one, and we'll probably see if I can make that one happen for you guys. Definitely get a video on it. So I don't see anything about Zotrax here. Let me see. Zotrax. Let me look it up again. Oh, here we go. The M300 Plus 3D printer. Oh my God. This thing is $4,000. Oh man. The M300 Plus 3D printer, which is a large volume Wi-Fi. Yeah, this thing is like over $3,000, dude. None of us are going to be able to get this thing. Oh my gosh. Anywho, something more realistic. Let's see here. Let's answer some questions, guys. So I kind of flew through that. So to give us a little time here for a little Q&A here. Deja Brutal is printing the Grim Knight. You suck, dude. I want to print this thing. Who knows? I might start it tonight. So let's see here. I'm going to make 2 for both torsos. Okay. After all this hype, fast hype will go down the route of quality printing. Yes. So that's something that I think people are just putting too much into, and that's fast printing. Man, I don't care anything about how fast a printer is. I mean, you put that sucker on all night and just let it print. You're not going to be sitting there and just going, "Oh, I need a fast print." I mean, yeah, someone said earlier that well, not in this live stream, but said on the Facebook page that people do production, so they need the faster they get it out. Really? I mean, you're going to put out a crappy product to your consumers if you do that, and you got to watch what you do. So, yeah, be careful with that. I mean, I don't understand the whole. I know it's a marketing tool. I know that people are kind of, set on selling that, printer by talking about how fast it is and everything. But at the end of the day, who cares? So I haven't looked at the file yet on Grimbat. So you're telling me that we got a couple of torsos and a couple of heads on this thing? So is Henry going to have to print 2 of them? Color variation, maybe? One has a Frank Miller vibe. Dave's got a good question. So how do you think the GK2 holds up compared to these new releases? I can't speak for the new releases because I haven't used them yet. I can tell you that the GK2 is pretty quick when it comes to like the M3 Max. Of course, the M3 Max has a bigger build volume, but the GK2 is pretty. with my settings, it's pretty quick, and I don't use any speed settings or anything like that. And it's accurate. That's the thing that I can say. It's fairly quick. It's accurate. Really good, deep dug in details, and you don't have to have a very large exposure time to get those details. So that makes it that much quicker. I usually print mine with a 3 second exposure time on all of my printers. With the GK2, I actually did uh, a 2 second exposure time, and this thing is just unbelievable. It's awesome. The one thing I do like too is when you get it out of the box, all you got to do is pour resin in it and print. They pre-level it for you, so that's pretty cool. But it's very user friendly. You don't have the screw down mechanism. You don't have to tighten up this, that, and the other. It's a flip switch to get your vat in and out, or to get your build plate in and out. And of course, the vat just pulls out. The only concern, look at the video that I did. The only concern I have with is those tabs wearing out on that at the bottom, but they're replaceable because they have screws that you can take them on and off and everything. So I'm looking, from what I understand, that they're going to make some of those tabs so we can have access to them if they do start to wear out. I think by the time that they wear out, they're probably going to have another printer. So yeah. Spicy, your questions are being deleted. You're probably asking a certain question that's probably the hall monitors or whatever are probably not digging too well. There's probably some trigger words on there that's causing your question to not be asked. So try doing it in a different way. Hopefully that helps you. Will says that I am waiting on my GK2, looking forward to it. I've never in a hurry to print stuff like for stuff to print. These new printers seem like the same thing in a different dress. When you put it like that, yeah, kind of, sort of. I think the shell is pretty much the casing and stuff. Of course, is different. But to my understanding, I think that a lot of the stuff all comes from the same manufacturers anyway. I mean, I might be wrong. It's all made in China, but I think that yeah, we're getting the same thing. So we're not discussing politics, Dave. Please don't discuss politics because the monitors will boot you if you do. Has anyone ever started a print and forgot to put the build plate back on? I did that the other day. Yep. I think was that you, James, that posted it on Facebook today? There was a couple of people that did that today. One person did it on the Uniformation GK2. They forgot to put the build plate back in. I think they let it run for like 6 hours before they discovered that the thing didn't they didn't put it back on there. Let me see. Okay, here you go, Spicy. Would I do another tone mixture, and how do you make an entire bottle on Createx? So I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Are you asking whether whether I can do another skin tone video? Geez, I think I've done like 4, maybe 5. So I will tell you this: skin tones with me, I'm always experimenting because there's different skin tones. There's light, medium, complected, tan, dark skin tones, African American, there's Indian, there's Native American and stuff like that. So I'm always looking into stuff like that. But a lot of what I'm printing here lately has been more of the same type of skin tone. I haven't been printing any female characters, so I really haven't been needing to do any lighter skin tones. But I think eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do another video on a different technique that I'm using and different paints. because I'm trying out some different paints, and I'm really liking how they react. So I probably will be doing some of those and seeing how that works. But yeah, so when it comes to Createx, I can tell you that Createx is not the best paint to do skin tones with, in my opinion. They really don't. They have very selective colors, and you need some different types of tones and stuff in order to get a good reaction. And their paints don't mix all that well. I will tell you they got some really awesome pearl paints. I'm actually using some of those for Galactus, so you'll definitely see some of those. But I love Createx paints. But as far as detailing and stuff like that, I really don't dig them too much. I have to go with Vallejo. I will tell you that I'm looking into Pro Acryl. Am I pronounced that right? For Monument Hobbies, I'm looking into getting some of those and trying some of those out. So I've been hearing a lot of my Patreon members say that they really like them. So I'm looking into possibly getting some of those as well. So yeah. Who is Voodoo Brie? I'm not sure who Voodoo Brie is, Darren. Yeah, sometimes you have to ask the questions in a different context, wherever like that, for them to come through, because the monitors will delete it or whatever. Brie by RT. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I have no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, so one of my guys got me. He ordered the whole entire set. And if he's watching, Aaron, raise your hand. He ordered the whole entire set and he used them, and he said he really likes them. So, and I've seen a lot of mini painters use them, and they say that they just blend really, really well when it comes to wet blending and different detail work and stuff. And that's really what I'm looking for. So, Spicy, all I know is sometimes they use trigger words that will keep you out of the loop on and asking certain things. So I apologize ahead of time for that, but I kind of don't have any say so on that. All right, Deja, have a good night, sir. Got to go to work at 4 a.m. Man, I feel you, dude. All right, so I haven't had anybody really tell me if they're planning on getting one of these newer printers or not, or if you're waiting for something in specific. Do you have any insider information about any printers that are coming out that you're just really holding your breath for? Is there a certain feature that you're looking for? Again, keep in mind that I have a little bit of connection with some of these companies here. So with the Uniformation guys, the Lynette guys, and stuff. Let's see what you guys have in mind, and maybe we can pass along and maybe get some ideas to them and see if they can make it happen or not. I am not crazy. I've seen a lot of the people have cameras on their printers. I mean, why? I mean, you just want to look at your printer in the middle of the night when you're printing. I mean, okay, what are you going to do? Get up in the middle of the night during the middle of your sleep and see if you got a print fail or not? Yes, heaters. So that is something that I think that Elgu and Anycubic missed out on this time around. I believe if they put a heated vat in their printers based on the 12K resolution and everything like that to tighten things up, that I think they would have had a home run with these printers. Again, once you kind of get into them and everything and start printing, they could be total dog shit. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to using some of those. But yeah, I wish they had the heated vats. Maybe next go around of releases they will. I'm thinking that they probably had these in development for quite some time until they got them tested and got them situated and everything like that before they roll them out. So I would love to see some of these guys step up like Uniformation has and put a heated vat in their printers. I think that makes a huge difference. Let's see. Sweet Tooth, what's up, man? Glad you made it. So let's see. You used Createx for a Lino model and it did pretty good. So cool. Let's see. Joe wants to know. It's a good question. Is there a formula for resizing figures? I'm more of a 75 millimeter to like 125 millimeter. So I think it is Sanix has a formula that on their website. That's probably the easiest one I've used. I think it's Sanix to show you how to size things down. I know, like Wicked, when they put out a model, typically it's 1/6 scale as it is, and I just really mainly print 1/6 and 1/4, 1/4 scale. But Sanix has a converter. Yes, Spicy said that they have the converter over there. Probably your best bet to look into that. What anyone? Philip, I'm not sure what you mean. Anyone else getting out happened 3 times so far. Not sure what you're talking about. But yeah, anyway, Joe, they have the formula over there. So yeah, you can check it out. Hey, Cardoso's here, Mr. Cardoso. Hey, you guys, go check out this man's Patreon. Do yourself a favor, go check out his Patreon. I did the Agent Venom for him, and turned out really good. He has some really great detailed models. I think he just is releasing some new stuff. I think he did a Sandman or whatever like that model on here. So Cardoso 3D, go check him out. I have the links posted in the Agent Venom video, so go over there and check him out. But yeah, good to have you with us here, sir. Anything you want to plug on here, put your website or anything like that, post it in the comments section so everybody here can see your work if they haven't checked you out already. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out, Joe. Let's see. See, you got somebody on here, Mr. Cardoso. So yeah, just put it on here. Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm going to toot my own horn here. One of the best Agent Venom paintings on this model. It's yours, man. Thank you so much. Hey, and I tell you what, I love that friggin' model, man. That is going to be look really good with my Thunderbolts setup whenever I get it going. I need to find somebody who can do the leader because that was one of my favorite characters during that whole series. Yeah, yeah, it was a very clean model, man. It when you get to do a model, here's the thing. I think modelers don't take into consideration of what you have to paint. A lot of them don't. Some of them do, but they just want to create a good model. I think and I'm not just saying this, but on Cardoso 3D, every model that I've seen him do, it looks like he has in mind the painter actually has to print it, prep it, and paint it in sections, if you will. But they go so well hand in hand and easy to put together. The thing just went together like nobody's business. It was keyed well. So yeah, thank you for that. Uh, Anytime a modeler makes it easier on you to paint their models and stuff, it's great. I mean, I enjoy doing those models like that. So yes, he posted a Ghost Rider today. I did see that one. It looks really, really well. I'd love to paint that one too. So let's see. Conceit 3D says I pre-ordered the Anycubic Photon Mono F M5S. Can't wait to print some of my 3D sculpts on it. Yes, so make sure if you haven't joined the Facebook group, man, go over there and join the Facebook group and send us a link if you're doing 3D modeling. You can post on there. By definitely promote your Patreons and stuff. That's what this whole channel, that's what the social media sites are for, is to get this out there. So absolutely. Let's see here. La, 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 la. Yes, it is a tough balance, Sweet Tooth. um, if anybody knows Cardoso 3D's link, can you post it in the comment section? Let me see if I can get it here on my end. Give me just a second, guys. I'm looking on the phone here. So let's see. Pop it up. Let's see what we got. All right. Let's see here. Doop 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 doop. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Let me see if I can type this in here. Patreon.com/Cardoso 3D Studio. So let's see here. Let's go. It's Patreon. Hold on one second, guys. .com/Cardoso 3D Studio. All right, I think that's it right there. So definitely go check it out. He is on Patreon. Some amazing stuff over there, guys. All right. So yeah, he released a Ghost Rider, which kind of leads me into this. If you are a member of my Patreon, you already know that I also have a Ghost Rider that is being done. I was hoping to have it ready for May, but unfortunately, because it's so detailed, because it is coming complete with the motorcycle and everything. Hey, anytime, man. I appreciate it. But it is taking a little time to do this. It's a very well detailed model. But this is going to be exclusive for my Patreon members of the $10 tier and the people who were grandfathered into it, into the Patreon a while back. And yeah, if you want to get in on the Patreon and receive a couple of the models that I've already released, the Punisher and the Wolverine Bad Night for the Ninjas, and you'll get on Ghost Rider whenever it comes out. You have to join the $10 tier model. So look at my Patreon link on the front page. Go over there and check it out. You guys also get exclusive access to the private Discord where we share our work, help each other out. I do some live feeds over there. I don't post a lot of video on there because I do a lot of separate videos and stuff, because everything I do, I pretty much do for the channel. However, I will do some live tutorials over there. We did a live chat the other night and had a few of the Patreon members on there, and worked really well. So I'm going to do a little bit more of that as well. So go there and check it out. Let me see. Spicy, post that on the Facebook page. Go, if you're not a member of the Facebook group yet, go over there and get on that, and you can post it on there for your own. And you can post your Instagram link if you'd like, as long as it's nothing, as long as it's 3D printed related, I guess you could say. All right. So let's see. What did I miss out on here? All right. So everybody's got Cardoso 3D's link. Go check him out. I know I've said that already. All right. So we're an hour and 9 minutes into this live stream here, guys. So this is kind of the point where if you guys have any questions that I might be able to answer, any topics that you kind of want to touch on, we can do that right now. But I'm really excited, man. I don't know why I'm excited about all the new stuff coming out. It's just like for me, it's like new comic book day. When you go to the comic book store and all the new titles are coming out, you just got to look through them and see what's going on, the storylines or whatever. And then the guy behind the thing says, "Put the damn book down. You can't look at it." unless you buy it. But it's pretty cool. It's very exciting for this hobby, for this channel, other channels as well. Super excited to really getting into all this technology going around, all the printers coming out, all the stuff. Everybody's excited about getting new stuff. I scroll through a lot of the groups, and it's really neat to see everybody just go crazy with it. So what this eMake printer, I personally think it was a bust. I mean, I don't know how the printer is going to compare to Elegoo and any cubic stuff. It's a huge printer, but I just if anybody else got on that Kickstarter, let me know. Or if you quit the Kickstarter, if you got out of it or whatever, let me know in the comments, because I've had a lot of people, message me and ask me like, "Are you getting part of it?" No, I'm not. I was thinking about backing it, but I'm not big on backing Kickstarters for the very reason of it's kind of like I would rather pay a little bit extra money for something coming out later on, knowing that it works, rather than getting a unit that's going to have all kinds of issues and everything like that. It's like Black Friday shopping. Are you really wanting to fight the crowds to get that extra $10 off that TV, or are you just going to wait and get pay that extra $10 and not have to deal with all the hassle? So that's the way I look at it. I don't know if that's a good comparison or not, but no questions from anybody. You guys are quiet tonight, man. So at this point, I will plug the channel. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that right now. Make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss out on any future videos. I've been releasing quite a few shorts here lately about the Galactus and a couple of upcoming projects. I just haven't had the opportunity to finish a full-length video, and my apologies about that. It's Diablo, playing while you can. Yeah, I was told that I was competing with the Diablo 4 released, and I had no idea. Will, you're at work? Man, don't you get yourself in trouble, dude. I appreciate you tuning in, but I don't want you to get in trouble at work. Yeah, it was you, Sweet Too, but I didn't have any clue that I was up against it. Yeah, there is a Facebook page. So I'm on all social media except for Twitter. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, and of course, YouTube. I don't do Twitter because I'm just not into Twitter. I just don't get it. But anyway, yeah, go over and sign up on the social media accounts. You never know when I'm going to post something on one and not the other. I do some special stuff every now and then. But yeah, if you're not on the YouTube channel, make sure you do that. Check out my merch as well. If you're looking at supporting the channel a little extra, look at my Patreon. If you're not into Patreons or anything, you can get on the Patreon for like $2. And that gives you exclusive access to the Discord. It doesn't give you access to the models. You have to join the $10 tier because I have to pay for these things to be done. And yeah, they're not cheap. Mr. Cardoso will tell you how expensive making some of these 3D models can be. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort. So definitely. But everything that I get from the Patreon, I reinvest it back into the channel when it comes to modeling and stuff like that. I am going to continue doing this as long as I can, as long as I do have, some Patreon money coming back in that I can reinvest in everything. Does the merch come in big boy sizes? I think it does. I define big boy because I think it comes in like 3Xs and 4Xs, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Go over and check it out on the store. Take a little tour around and see what you can find on there. There's some pretty cool stuff, some pretty cool designs that I got help with. So yeah, I've got a couple of them already. Sarge, You missed an hour and 14 minutes of the live stream, dude. That's what you missed. We went over some of the new printers, answering questions. Now we're almost getting ready to wrap it up. So, yeah, you kind of missed a little bit of everything, my friend. Even Sargent has a YouTube channel. Go over and check his out. Sarge, post a link to your channel. Give these guys a reason to go check you out over there. So, what was I talking about? Oh, talking about the channel itself. So if you're looking to support the channel by Patreon means, you can do that. $2 gets you in to the private Discord. You can ask me direct stuff or whatever like that. Then I answer questions there. Of course, you can send me an email or message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll answer your question as much as I can. Huey's also playing Diablo. Great. Anyway, but I also have the Super Thanks, which is a one-time means of supporting the channel as well. And by all means, if you, I mean, just watching this live stream, watching the videos, guys, that is the cheapest way and the best way to support the channel. Just letting you guys know, we just passed over 15,100 subscribers. So, yeah. So I'm super excited, and I really appreciate all of your support. Do I buy my paints in bulk like massive box fulls? No, sir, I do not. So I go to a local hobby shop that's in my city, and I buy paints like one or two at a time. I haven't bought paints in bulk, and I can't tell you how long. So, yeah. All right. So, any other questions, guys? This is probably going to be a little bit of a quick live stream tonight because I think I blitzed through all that pretty quick. But go over and check out some of the printers that are being released and everything. Check out the Elgoo stuff. Go check out the Anycubic stuff, the Creality stuff. I appreciate that, James. I absolutely appreciate it. And hey, you know, when it comes to more subscribers and everything, you guys getting out and watching the videos and word of mouth and telling others and sharing the videos and stuff like that will help that. And then it takes time. And I realize that. But hey, if you guys are getting something from the videos, if I'm helping you in any way whatsoever, by all means, let me know in the comments. Comment on, you know, in the Facebook group or something like that. It really makes me feel good to know that you know, you guys are getting something out of the channel. It's not a channel that I just do for a money grab or anything like that. I love doing this and helping people. I didn't always have a group of people back in the day to help me, so I kind of had to do my own hunt and peck sort of thing to learn about printing and painting, more so painting than printing. But if, you know, I don't get one more subscriber, and I say this all the time, if I don't have any more subscribers than what I do now, if I am touching somebody and they're really getting something out of it and it's helping them, then I feel like I've done my job. And I greatly appreciate that support. So yeah, watch it like 100 times before painting. Well, thank you. Keep doing that a few more dozen times or whatever like that, and get my views up and stuff, and we'll convince YouTube's algorithm to actually put me in front of more people. That would be great. But hey, I gotta post more content. You know, I gotta get off my ass and post more stuff, and I promise you that I'm going to be doing that. I'm just trying to get all my ducks in a row with this room. Oh, I've been beating it like a dead horse, man. It's like right at the edge, and I'm almost there, man. And I can't wait. I can't wait to make a video showing you my collection. You guys are going to flip. I think you guys are really going to dig it. I always watch these collection videos from everybody, and I really like to see what people have in their collection. I think it's awesome. So, absolutely. All right. So, don't forget to go over and check out Cardoso 3D. Check out his Patreon. Check out Sargent Digital Design. You didn't post a video or a link up here, my friend. You need to do that. But by all means, I greatly appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And you know, you're going to have videos coming out very soon. I'm going to do some really cool reviews coming soon. So yeah, so my wife here, thank you, dear. Is there anything that you guys want that I haven't done yet? Maybe something you would like for me to do or go into more in detail on? So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Can see 3D says I can do 3D sculpting, but painting intimidates me. Remember, videos make me want to start painting though. Dude, get out and paint. Listen, don't be intimidated by printing or painting or anything. So that is what my Patreon, my Patreon is designed for, and the Discord is designed for. So people don't feel like they can't show their work, even though you may think it's bad or you're starting out or whatever. Put it on there, dude, because I like seeing what people start out with. I could show if I could show you what I started out with years ago, and it's horrendous. Some of you guys thinking that you suck, and I've seen some of your work, and you don't, man. You guys are really killing it. So, um, yeah, don't be afraid to show your work. I promise you that if you post it on the Facebook page, you won't be heckled or anything like that. I don't put up with that with any of my social media accounts. I love to see your work, even if you feel like it's not good. If it's not good, it doesn't matter. You're making an effort to do something. You're making an effort to approach this hobby with a positive mind, and that's what it takes to get it done. Printing is, I would say it's easy, but it's only a part of the segment of doing everything on your own. And I'm telling you guys, for those of you feel like you're intimidated by painting something or whatever, print something and paint it, whether it's just spraying a model paint or whatever like that, doing a zenithal paint or doing some graphite powder, just do it. Do your first one and get it out of the way. And that way you're breaking the ice and you're getting into it, and it inspires you to do more. That's what you need to do. That's how you break that plateau right there. That's how you break those intimidation walls, I like to say. Do your first one, and your second and your third and your fourth, and everything else will come a lot easier. And the more you paint, the better you get. I promise you that. Don't think that you won't. If you take it seriously and the more that you paint, yes. And no, I have not watched Lord of the Rings yet, damn it. I would love to see more wicked Star Wars stuff, James says. Okay. So I have a Han Solo right here that's been printed for well over a year now that I'm going to be painting very, very soon. And I have a Mandalorian that I had painted or I had printed for like a year that I hope to be doing very, very soon. I did have a Darth Vader and a Luke Skywalker, but yeah, they wound up in the trash. I didn't like them. So, let me see here. Da, 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 da. So Will says your setup or workflow from pulling the plate off the printer through to prime or behind the scenes. So I kind of did a video on that, but yes, I plan on doing one of those once I get my room set up and all my printers where I want them. And I'm going to start going a little bit more in depth into my videos. So right now, I spend a lot of time on just the painting process. What you don't see is the printing, the prepping, and then the painting. So I'm probably going to take larger models and kind of divide the videos up into maybe like a 2 or 3 part process. That way you can see the printing, how I orientate things on the build plate, how I print them, what resin I'm printing with, what printer I'm printing with, what settings. I'm probably going to put all that stuff in a video, and then I'll probably do something on the prep and the paint part. So if that's what you want to see, then let me know. I know if I were to do it in one video, it's a hell of a long video, and I don't think a lot of people would want to sit through that. So that's why we probably have to do it in stages. But yes, I've already thought about that, and that's one of those things that I'm real excited to do. But I need to have my room set up that way. It's a little bit more intuitive for me. Let me see. I still have no clue where the Discord link is in the Patreon. So it's on the main page. If you are in the Patreon, send me a message and I will send you the Discord link. I can do that as well, Huey. Mr. Makerman, yes, I have a Facebook group. If you look on the front page on my introductory page, on the splash page of the YouTube channel in the bottom right-hand corner, there is a link to all of my social media accounts. Oh, I spoke too soon, I guess. I'm scrolling down the comments here. Just did the Paz, Vizsla, and Armor bust. They're awesome. Yes, those are nice models from the Star Wars Patreon. Yes, very good stuff. All right. So we've talked about the printers. We've talked a little bit about the resin. I think that they got some 12K resin that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I think Uncle Jesse's going to have the first dibs on that from Elgu. And he's going to be doing some videos on that as well. So hopefully I can maybe do a review or two, because I think a lot of these reviewers do more mini stuff than they do statue stuff. Although Jesse did a statue of the cable today. So that was pretty cool. So hopefully I can get up and going and everything, guys, and get these reviews out to you guys. I got some really neat stuff coming up. Got a lot of paint stuff I've got to catch up on. So yeah. All right. Like to see me paint 7 of 9 from Star Trek Voyager. I've been thinking about doing some of that type of stuff. I've been thinking about doing some vehicles and spaceships and everything. I kind of have to get through a little bit of a backlog first. Mr. Makerman, I just did Drax, Wicked, and Rocket Raccoon from Wicked. Your videos push me to do full-size models, and I'm enjoying it. Awesome. That's great. That's what I love to hear, sir. So, yeah. Yeah, keep it up, man. Like I said, get on the Facebook group. Let's see what you're doing, man. Let's see what some of your work is, if you don't mind. I'd love to see some of the people's work on the channel. Yeah, so James, that's what I'm having trouble with too. I just haven't found any good Star Trek models. I know they're out there. I know Sanix has done some. Gambody has done some. Is it Gambody or Gamebody? I can never decide what it is. I think they've done some, but I just really don't like them. I mean, the ones that they're doing. I mean, I don't know. Darren, I hope they would send me a new printer too. I got a lot of printers I have to review still, though. So absolutely, guys. It's Gam Body. Is that right? Yes or no, Sweet Tooth? Yes, Gam Body, or no? Game Body. Okay. Yes, vehicles, mechs, and starships. I'll tell you something I did see, and I think it was from Game Body, and that was the Star Destroyer from Star Wars. I would love to print one of those, big version of one of those. So yeah, I would love to print one of those, and still may do it. Again, I got so much. There's so much. I need to clone myself. I've got so much I got to paint and catch up on. I'm just going to level with you guys. I've got so much that some of the stuff is not going to get printed or painted that I've got printed. I've got so much stuff here. There's just no way. There's no time in the day to get it all done. And I'm trying to keep up with current models that are coming out. So it's very, very hard. So somebody call Gabriel or text Gabriel and tell him to quit putting out so much stuff so quickly, because that's what's causing it, man. Oh my God, these guys are putting out so many models. Love to see some of the struggles that I face in project and how I pivot. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a kind of like not a blooper video, but how should I put it? A frustrating video or something like that about some. Keep in mind, I had to kind of bleep it a little bit because I have a potty mouth, and YouTube does not like videos like that from YouTube does not like videos like that very much. So like if you ever done a YouTube video, you have to submit a rating You have to choose your own rating and submit it, and then they look it back over and see if it's adequate. If it's not, then they'll take down your video. So yeah, send them to you, James. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of struggles, man, when you're doing videos, when you're painting models and stuff like that. I could tell you my biggest struggle that I have is not. I said it earlier. Not all modelers make a model for the painter in mind. They just want it to look good and key it and put it out there to you, and you deal with it. So that is one of the biggest struggles I have, because I have, oh my God, and even Wicked does it sometimes, and I love you guys, but there's sometimes where they print models or they make models where it is so hard to paint highly detailed areas the way that you want to, the way the pose is, or the way the model is keyed. You have to basically put it together first and then putty it and everything like that. And I usually like to paint in pieces and assemble it at the end. But a lot of models that I've been doing lately is I've been having to assemble all of them and then putty them and then paint them and everything like that. And that's not really how I like to do them. Now, if there's like a model like Cardoso 3D's, the Agent Venom, majority of it was black. So I just put it all together, painted it black, and did around the details on that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like Cable, for example, Cable or the Grim Knight. I haven't looked at Grim Knight yet, and I haven't looked at Cable 2 really all that much, but I can see where there are some areas where you have to put this thing together and then paint it. And I really don't like doing that. I really like painting in pieces. So we need paintbrushes that are curved to get to certain parts. They actually have those, sir. So look at some of the sets that are out there. They actually have curved brushes to get into certain parts. It's pretty wild, but yeah, that exists. So yeah, the Archangel 1 foot can't be put on the body before being painted because it'll block you from getting the details. You are correct. Hold on one second. So I know I got this background on here, and you probably won't be able to see very well, but this is as far as I've gotten with our Archangel. So it's got, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a piece over here that prevents it from, I almost lost that one, prevents it from being able to be printed. I mean, to stick in there very well. And I actually had to go in and break a few of the pieces on this side of the foot here in order to get this thing to fit right. So this is one that I really want to get painted. I've done the wings. They're actually in one of my other rooms. I'm actually going to use graphite powder on those to paint those. But this is I love the base on this thing. The base is really nice on this. So, but yeah, this is definitely one that exactly what I was talking about. All right, guys. So, cool. All right. So, I guess we're about to wrap it up. We're an hour and 33 minutes into this, and it's 8:30 my time. And I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on to the live stream and spending your night with us and everything, or with me. And I greatly appreciate the support for the channel. By all means, if you have any questions regarding anything, you can send me a message on Facebook Messenger. You can send me a message on Instagram. I try to read every single comment that's on YouTube and everything. It's getting big, so it's more comments to read. So I'm having to pace myself on that and get to them eventually and everything. But stay tuned for a new video. We'll be coming up very, very soon. Hopefully within the next week. Again, I took a little time off, trying to get some stuff done around the house, trying to get some stuff done with this room here, and trying to get some work done on Galactus and everything. I've been working on this thing for at least almost about a year. and I really bit off more than I can chew, making a 5 foot tall, a 5 foot tall a model like this. But it's been fun. It's been a learning experience, and I'm looking forward to showing you the completed model. All right. Let's see. Well, thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. 2:31 a.m. in the morning where you're at. Jeez, man. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I mean, if I could reach through the camera and shake every one of your hands, I would do it. I mean, that's how grateful I am. You guys keep me going, man. I tell you, there's some times where I get frustrated and I get like I get tired. I mean, I kind of get like I'm just pooped from working my day job and then doing this full time too as well, because this is a full time gig. When you're printing and painting and all that stuff, this isn't one of those channels where you're, hey guys, I just got in this new statue today. Isn't it pretty? That doesn't take very much effort. I mean, it really doesn't. Think about it. But when you're printing and when you're painting and stuff like that, that's a lot to take in and a lot to do, but you guys are worth it. And like I said, as long as people are inspiring me every day and they're getting something out of it and they're letting me know that they enjoy the channel, I'll keep doing it until that time. We're going to keep rolling. All right. Thank you, Sweet Tooth. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Don't forget, sign up on all the social medias, all that good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So I've actually done a live stream, Mr. Maker Man, about burning out, about the way to prevent burnout. Go check that one out. I think I did it like 2 or 3 live streams ago. So yeah, check it out. But hey guys, thank you so much again for tuning in, and spending your evening with me. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, go watch the videos, share them with people, all that good stuff. That way we can get more people signed up, get the algorithm going, get us out there and everything like that, guys. And hey, I always say it, get out and create something. Stay safe out there. Print, prep, paint, and freaking repeat every single time, every day, guys. And until the next live stream or until the next video, guys, we'll see you. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I'll see you on the next live stream.